Hello everyone, this is VJose32 back again. That is the Madison Pride Reserves, which we'll get into another day. And this is a deck report. I know I haven't done one in a while. Let's have a look at what's going on Kickstarter to start things off. In fact, I'll just do Kickstarter for today, because I can't think of anything else. But anyways, first of all, Bicycle Bacon Lovers from collectibleplayingcards.com. Not doing so hot. 17 days left in that one. They're still only at $3,500 and they need $7,500. They will probably get funded in the end, but it's going very slowly, as did their last campaign, their last project for the Physique, which did fund at the very end, but it just dragged on forever before funding, and this one is doing the same thing. I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One, lackluster decks. Two, too many decks, and people are just having trouble paying for all of them. And it's one thing when there's just a lot of Kickstarter projects and whatever. It's another thing when a handful of them are from the same creator or the same person. So it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Then there's the Old Bones Deck of the Dead playing cards. They are almost funded. They need $1,000, and they got 14 days left. It should get funded. The Bicycle Paisley playing cards has been undergoing some changes. They've made the borders on the back design thinner. They are voting on new court cards and some other stuff. Currently, they have 20 days left. They're looking for $11,000. They're currently at almost $5,000. Time will tell whether or not it gets funded. It's another one that's going kind of slow, and I don't know if it's going to make it. Then there's the Bicycle Blackout Kingdom from Gambler's Warehouse. I'm still waiting on the last couple of decks they had through Kickstarter, and now they got this one, which just launched a few days ago. It has a Bicycle branded USB-C deck, and it has another one that's unbranded and is, I believe, expert playing cards printed. I'm not 100% sure. It does have a side opening tuck case. Currently, it's going to get funded. 23 days left. We're looking for $10,000 there. Need $2,000 more, so it should make it. Then there's the Crossed Circuit playing cards, which has got a robot theme with kind of futuristic looking pips. It's interesting. It's definitely not USB-C. They're only looking for $1,900. Currently they are at $600. 22 days remain. They may not get funded. Then there's the Mythic Chibi playing cards, which has got kind of an anime look to it. Or anime, however you pronounce it. Which is looking for $3,000. Are currently a third of the way, which is $1,000. 25 days left. It probably will get funded, but I don't know. Then there is the Pop Art playing cards, which is, let's see if you can see it here, pretty colorful. I think that's the back design. And it's very colorful. I don't like how it has white borders on the backs, but the faces have colored borders, and not just one color, but there's red for hearts, orange for diamonds, green for clubs, and blue for spades. Which, I mean, I like the colors, but not on borders on the faces. And the indexes are pretty big and a little bit strange, and the aces don't even have a pip in the index. I don't know if that's a mistake or what. Don't know if this one's going to get funded. They're looking for $5,000. 24 days left. They only got $200. So I don't know if it's going to happen. Nothing But Suits playing cards. This one's not going to happen either. I don't think. They got 12 days left. They're looking for £9,000, and they're only at £2,300, almost £2,400 actually. And it's just too similar to the Black Book cards, I believe, and they just launched another one. Then there's the Lost Wax playing cards. It has a African theme, a Nigerian theme to be exact. 8 days left, and they still need about $36,000 more. I kid you not. They're looking for almost $39,000. They're currently at almost $2,500, so it's just not going to happen. Not sure why they ever decided they wanted to print 7,200 or 7,000 decks, but that's just an absurd amount of decks for for somebody who's not Bicycle or Illusionist or Fury 11. Then there is the Neverland playing cards from Nat Iwata, who also recently designed the Goonies playing cards, which was released on Kickstarter by Albino Dragon. This one, of course, is based on Peter Pan. It is funded, and there's still 14 days left in case you missed out. The Golden Spike playing cards by Jody Eklund. That one is funded. It's $26 over the funding, so it just funded very, very recently. And still 25 days left to get that one. Ooh, that one looks pretty nice. The Bicycle Definite playing cards. I don't know if it's going to get funded. The goal is really high for one deck of cards. And a little bit low for two. $17,000. Doesn't make much sense. 44 days left in this one. It may get funded right now. Looking for $17,000. They're at almost $900. I'll just show you that one quickly. It's a little bit intriguing, the back design. I kind of like it, but I don't know if it's going to get funded or not. It's too early to tell. Then there's Songs of Experience playing cards, which I have no idea what the theme is. It looks pretty bizarre. Looking for $2,000. They're currently at $1,500. Should get funded. 28 days left on that one, so should get funded, but it just looks bizarre. Then there's the Tech Skulls, version 2. Because the first version wasn't bad enough. The first version was not funded. And this one is not going to get funded. 8 days left. They're looking for $1,000. They're still at $250. That's a quarter of the way. And people just not liking it. And I'm not either. Then there's the Bicycle Plug Nickel playing cards. Funded. They finally funded. 44 hours left in that one if you still want to get it. Then there's the Interlace playing cards. This one is just not going to happen. This is the one where there is one deck that is Bicycle branded, made by the USPC, and one that is Legends branded, made by Legends Playing Card Company. And outside that, they're completely identical. It's just being done as a comparison piece, basically. And I guess a lot of people just don't care. They'll just take a Legends deck of cards and a Bicycle deck of cards and compare them. They don't care if the artwork is the same or not. And they're looking for $20,000. 9 days left, and they're only at only at $5,000. $5,200 basically. Then there's the Jet Setter playing cards, which is just a really standard deck with minimal artwork and minimal amount of effort, in my opinion. 18 days left. They need about $10,000 more. Not likely to happen. I don't know. Then there's the Bicycle Colonial Unrest, which looks awesome. I'll show you that one. And it's got a nice vintage style tuck case. And there's also a blue one, which is a limited edition, I believe. Currently, they're looking for $15,000. They're already at almost $11,000, and they still have 25 days left. It should get funded. I don't see any reason why not, because it's awesome. Then there's the Bicycle Ira Ice Redux playing cards. Relaunch of the previous deck that did not make it. And this one has pretty much stalled. It's been sitting at about $4,500 for at least a week and a half, almost since it really launched. And it's 15 days left, looking for $16,000. Currently they're at $4,800. I don't think it's gonna make it. Then there's the Forever Neon, which has some neon colors, as you can see. And I'm not sure who it's by, but they're looking for 2,000 pounds. Currently they're at 450 pounds. 26 days left. I just don't know if it's going to happen or not. Then there's the Bicycle Coat of Arms playing cards, which is struggling a little bit. They have 9 days left in that campaign. They're looking for $27,000. For two different decks. There's the Coat of Arms and the Dark Ages, which is essentially a black version of the Coat of Arms. And currently they're at just over $12,000, so they're pretty short in their goal. Oh my god. The Treasury Series playing cards has relaunched. That is the one that is basically a ripoff of the Federal 52s. I don't recommend it. I recommend going for the originals because, as you can see, it's pretty damn ugly. And so far, it's gotten about as much support as the last one did. It is a long campaign, 39 days, so it's going to drag on forever and ever and ever, unfortunately. Currently, they're at $700 and they need $30,000. Ha! Good luck with that. It's not going to happen. Then there's the Crazy Dogs and Crazy Cats playing cards. Crazy Cats has been on Kickstarter before. They decided to release a dog-themed deck. It's just a cartoony, fun little deck. It is from the wife of Robert Tomlinson of the Unrest series, the Colonial Unrest playing cards. And it's just a fun little deck. The 12 days left in that one. They're looking for $1,500 currently. Almost $700. That's almost halfway. It's going to be close, but I think it's to get funded. Then there's the Celtic and Knot playing cards. It has a pretty nice box, but the cards not so much. This is from the same people as that Tech Skulls playing cards. They're looking for $3,500. Currently it is at $1,700 with 65 hours left. Not a chance in hell. Unless somebody jumps in last minute that really wants these decks. Then there is the Underground playing cards Diamond Edition. It's a damn ugly deck of cards in my opinion. It has standard faces. It has very little chance of funding. They're looking for $9,000. With 22 days left, they're only at just under $1,500. It's just not good. And they plan a series of decks as well. Excuse me. Then there is the Gorilla deck of playing cards. Get Gorillafied. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's actually a bicycle deck this time. Previously it was, I believe, an Expert Playing Card Company deck. It's got a rider back type style back design. We're looking for $12,000. 29 days left. Currently at $3,800. It did not get funded last time. It got canceled, I believe. And I don't know if it's going to do much better this time. But it is bicycle branded this time, so it helps a little bit. But a little bit too cartoony and goofy for my liking. Then there's the Get Made playing cards. They're extremely well funded, although it's kind of stalled a little bit. They, like I said, well funded. They were looking for $20,000. They're almost at $45,000 with 13 days left in that one in case you missed out. They got 3 different decks and 3 alternative tuck cases. Well, an alternative tuck case for each one of those. So, yeah. A lot. And there's a lot of backers, a lot of people on the forums that are not happy about that because they like to get every version of a deck. But when somebody puts out 6 different versions, that's overkill. And I agree 100%. And it's ridiculous. Then there's the History on Deck of cards, which is not getting a whole lot of interest. 25 hours left in that one. It's not going to happen. They were looking for $3,700. They're at $1,700. That one is one that is based on Civil War, featuring reenactment photographs, which is obviously not a lot of interest for that one. Then there's the Bicycle Rongo. I kid you not, that is the name. It's got a theme based on the Easter Island. It still has 3-4 days left. They're looking for $13,000. They're currently at $5,000. It probably will get funded. I'm not 100% sure, but it's, I don't know. Then there's the Free Rings playing cards, bicycle free rings, right there. Pretty lame. That's it. That's what you get. The faces are more or less standard, except they got the same color and pattern. Not doing good at all. They basically stopped at just under $700. They've been like that for days and days and days, almost since the beginning. 19 days left. They're looking for $13,000, like I said. They haven't even hit $700. There's not a chance in hell this one is going to get funded unless somebody puts in thousands of dollars. Then there's the Black Book. I don't know where I got cut off there. But anyways, the Free Wings, not really much of a chance in hell. Then there's this one just launched, Manifesto Black Book playing cards. Pretty interesting. Similar to the last one, but different. And currently, they're looking for $20,000. It just launched today, and already they're at $9,000. Why this is a 44-day campaign, I don't know. I think that's way too long. It just drags on forever. Delays the project and its completion. And I think that basically it's just ridiculous. They don't need 44 days to get funded, and it's just too long. 30 days is almost too long for a lot of these campaigns. To me, it's just dragging it on and on to try and grab as much money from people, which is not necessary. If their goal is to drag in thousands of dollars, and maybe just have a higher goal, like $30,000 or $40,000. But anyways, enough of that. Then there's the Vincent's playing cards, based on Van Gogh. For some reason, they put it in a picture of a hot blonde. I kid you not, I have no idea why. I don't think that's the designer. She doesn't look like a designer, but she looks more like a model. And I have no idea what that has to do with Van Gogh. But they are struggling. 10 days left. They've stalled at just over $5,000, and they need $15,001. I kid you not. I don't know why it's $1 extra, but there is. But basically, they're further away, and they've stopped there, and I don't think it's going to get funded. I don't even know who's printing it. And the Bicycle 100-Year War deck was funded. I don't know if I mentioned, but the BE Refined Black Edition playing cards, that was cancelled. Memento did not make it. The Fruity playing cards did not make it. And the Voyager deck was successful. And also the Frontier deck was actually successful. It just funded yesterday. Somehow they managed to reach that funding. And also the Flesh and Bones on Kickstarter was successfully funded somehow. Of course, it did involve a couple of $1,000s from one of the bucks, which I think is unethical, and they shouldn't be doing it. And I refuse to back any more projects on Kickstarter as long as they're going to be fulfilling them, or as long as they're going to be backing them themselves to make sure they're successful. I'm not going to be a part of that. And of course, they also charged me twice, even though I emailed them about that, and they said it wasn't going to be. At least it looks like it was. And there was one backer there, so I had 4 or 5 different pledges for hundreds of dollars. So I'm sure he's not going to be happy if he gets charged for all of those. And I don't know if there's anything new coming to Kickstarter. Card Launcher is coming August the 1st. Should be pretty good. I will hopefully have more information on that very soon. I do know that they partnered up with PayPal, Amazon, and WePay. They've partnered up with USPC, Expert Playing Card Company, and Make Playing Cards. And they've also partnered up with a few different fulfillment agencies, and they got guarantees, and it should be good. Although it almost seems like they're trying to monopolize the card business. But anyways, as far as Kickstarter is concerned, I don't know if any more launching soon specifically. I haven't heard a whole lot from any of the big companies, especially Fear 11 or Dan and Dave. They've been pretty quiet lately and are losing this. And I do know that cardexperiment.com has a deck that's going on pre-sale soon. I forget the name, but there is one. And I was gonna say something about Kickstarter. I can't recall what it was though. Well, whatever. That's what I've got. I apologize if it's long. I'll see you next time.